Good afternoon, Braxville-Bravia Heights Middle School parents and guardians. This is Todd Rings, principal at the middle school, in case you don't know who this is. Just wanted to give you a couple announcements here before we get going to Thanksgiving break to prepare everybody for the upcoming return to learning once we get back after Thanksgiving and what that's going to look like. As you probably know, the school board and school district administration has made a decision to go remote learning from the time of November 30th to December 18th. At which time that students will be learning from home. We will be inviting students into the middle school based on need and need only. This has not been a very easy decision for our part on what students should be here and what students shouldn't be here. We know that all kids need to be here all the time. Unfortunately, with the rising numbers in COVID in our area and within the school population of staff and students, that we just don't think it's safe for even half of our kids to be here safely at this time. So we'll be inviting and have started inviting students who are on IEPs, that are ELL students and our 504 students to attend either 2 or 4 days depending on the need of each student. Again, we wish that all students would be able to be here, but that just is not the case. And so we're only inviting a hand select kids throughout the school. We're hoping to keep it under 100 kids a day that will actually be in the building. Our staff will be here each and every day, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we'll be following our regular schedule. Our schedule will not change Monday through Friday. It'll be the same schedule the students have been used to for the past 12 weeks. They will attend each of their classes at the designated times that they have been following them. They'll either be in person if you're among those 100 kids, or they'll be online remotely. Our Wednesday schedule will not change either. It will stay the same as it has been, where we have the delayed start and we start our day at 9:30 and we're done by about 2 or 1:30 depending on the grade level. So that will not change at all. And so our expectations for our students who are remote learners is that they have their cameras on. They are logging in each and every day for a live presentation from their teacher Monday through Friday during the designated times. That presentation may last a varying amount of time depending on what the teacher has planned that day. But the expectation is that each teacher will be logging in every day. Obviously, the kids don't need to log in for lunch or study hall, but all other classes they should be logging in for during their designated times. Please make sure you set up some type of a schedule for the students, a timer, a bell, an alarm on their phone or on their computer, so the students are on time, just like if they would be in school, they would need to be here on time. If you're one of those families who haven't been invited and you accept that invitation to bring your kids, buses will be provided for those students who need busing, and those students will be following their schedule in the building as well. So they'll be following through their 8 periods that they attend school here. They will also be provided lunch here as well, and study hall and all that will still be provided just like always if you would come to school. Now, obviously, we understand that sometimes we're only going to have maybe 1 or 2 kids in a classroom at one time. So we'll make sure that all parents are aware of that too, that if you are one of those students who come in, you might be the only one in some of your classes, depending on what other needs of the other students are in that class. But we are trying to keep it down to as small as number as possible. The other expectation that we have is that we would still be having contact with staff, again, every day. Hopefully, those kids that are on IEPs, ELLs, and 504s will be having those contacts in person while they're in the classroom, and the teachers teaching to both the students at home and the kids in the classroom, just like they are now with a hybrid. Just the numbers will be a little bit skewed. We'll have more kids online than we do in person. If you have any questions on any of the remote learning and what we're doing and how we're doing that, please don't be afraid to email me at ringst@bbhcsd.org, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Again, counselors will be inviting those students in that we feel need to be here at this time. If, as we go through, we don't get as many parents that would like to receive that accommodation of having your kids in, we might invite other kids with additional needs into the building, especially those that are academically struggling, especially those kids, that just haven't got a GPA, quite frankly, in some cases, because they just cannot learn from home. They're not even logging on. So we'll be trying to do that as numbers permit. The last thing I want to talk to you about is Thanksgiving. It's a time for you to give gratitude and appreciation. And I certainly want to give you our appreciation on behalf of myself, the other administrators, and all of our staff here at Braxville-Bravia Heights Middle School for all the work you do. We know you didn't ask for this, just like we didn't ask for this either. But the amount of work and the amount of patience and the amount of flexibility that our parents and students have shown through the first 12 or so weeks of this school year has been tremendous. And we cannot thank you enough on sometimes pivoting on a dime, switching plans, changing things as we go through this school year. It is hard on all of us. We are grateful for the community that we work in, and we are grateful for you as parents. That also includes especially our PSO family, the members of PSO, the presidents, Carrie Ely and Denise Golick. Thank you for everything you do. I know you try to buffer a lot of the Facebook questions that you have for me, so I appreciate that. Try to get those answers out as quickly as possible. So I just want to say thank you to all of you. Please make sure your children and yourselves take time this week to relax, get lots of rest, get lots of fluids, be healthy, be safe, and enjoy your Thanksgiving. We miss you. We enjoy having you here, and we'll get through this next 3 weeks as well in the remote learning. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Happy Thanksgiving.